Hello people, my name is Sony and this is my review video of Sony Xperia C5 Ultra. Let's first talk about the elephant in the room, which is the size of this phone, as it is a pretty big phone, but in terms of width it is pretty narrow because of this bezel-less design from Sony. It is kind of heavy because it is bigger than most of the phones. It is around 180 grams in weight, and it's only 8.2 millimeter thick, so it's pretty slim and very comfortable to hold in hand because of its smooth edges and this soft back. The back is made of glossy plastic and it has a piano black finish, as you can see, and just like I said in my unboxing video, the scuff and fingerprint marks are going to be easily visible on this back. And as you can see, they are, and the back cover doesn't come off of this phone, and the battery is non-user replaceable or removable. At the back it also has the NFC logo, 13 megapixel camera with LED flash, its own mic. On the right hand side it has your power button, volume button and the dedicated camera button. At the bottom there is your micro USB port. On the left hand side there is your micro SD card slot and dual SIM tray. At the top there's a 3.5mm headphone jack, and in the front it has a 6-inch Full HD IPS LCD display with mobile Bravia engine too, and even without using or turning that feature on, it's pretty great in itself. As you can see, it has pretty good viewing angles, and here's a 13 megapixel front facing camera with LED flash, which is a little bigger than the one at the back. Here's the earpiece, and here's your only one. This phone only has one stereo speaker right here, not dual stereo speakers. And since this phone is too big, Sony has provided a feature for one hand use. As you can see, if you swipe up diagonally from this direction, it will bring the screen to a 5-inch size, I guess. This for the righties and here from the lefties, and you can make it smaller or bigger as per your choice, or you can go back to the full size. This frameless or bezel-less design could be a little problematic too sometimes, because you might not even notice, but even if your thumb, even if this much it's touching the screen, as you can see how little is touching the screen right now, it could act funny. Like if you are trying to touch this and the phone just does this, and you will think that there's something wrong with the phone, but there's not. You are just touching edge of the screen even without noticing, so you have to keep that in mind. And also because of its size and a pretty narrow design, it's easy to use in one hand while you are sitting down like this. So you can even reach the top or type a message easily with one hand, but while laying down, because of its size, you have to use your second hand a little, otherwise it will keep falling down from your hand. So here's the camera of this phone. Let's take a photo of this. It's got both autofocus and touch to focus. It took a pretty good photo with a lot of detail and good lighting too. Pretty natural photo, I must say. Here are your usual presets. As you can see, AR effect, style portrait, this is for front facing camera, face in picture, AR mask. These are your settings, ratio settings, smile shutter, preview, all your usual settings, video stabilizer, smile shutter, use volume key as zoom, sound, and your storage settings. Now this is the front facing camera. So it is an autofocus camera, as you just saw. It focused itself and it took a pretty good photo. Like I said, like I also showed you in my unboxing video, its front camera is of 13 megapixel too, so it also picks up a lot of details too, just like its back camera. Here are the front camera settings. As you can see, soft skin effect, here's the styles portrait for the front facing camera. What it does is, let me show you. This is the mystery, this is suntan option, this is red lips option, everyday option. Let me show you the two of them, the mystery and the doll one. This is what the mystery function does. It makes your eyes blue, or add a blue color to your retinas. And this is what the doll function does. Sorry, couldn't control the laughter. Here's the video recording. It supports up to full HD video recording, and you can shoot photos. You can take photos too while shooting video. Here's the photo taken while shooting the video. It looks pretty good. There's one with flash. Even with flash, it takes pretty good photos, as you can see. So all in all, its front camera is very good, and it is also one of the main USPs of this phone. So it is supposed to do a good job, and the so-called selfie flash does a pretty good job too. Surprisingly, while gaming, this phone does not get that much hot, but while using its front camera, it gets a little hot. While gaming, it hardly ever crosses the 40 degrees Celsius mark, but I've been using its front camera for like around 5 minutes, and the device feels a little hot around this area. Let's see what's the temperature right now. The temperature is still pretty decent. It's under 40 degrees Celsius, but practically in my hand it feels a little hot around this front camera section. Here's the music app. The speaker is pretty loud of this phone, and its music quality in earphones is also very good as expected from Sony, and it's also got all your music settings right here, like audio settings, clear audio plus, or if you want to manage your settings yourself, you can manually select them, customize them however you like. There are your headphone settings. If you have any of these earphones, you can use these settings. Its speaker is pretty loud, but its earpiece is not that loud. Its volume is pretty low while talking on the phone for some reason. It's a pretty big phone, and it needs a little adjustment around your ear while you are talking on this phone. The best part about multimedia on this phone is its big 6-inch display. Here are some videos that came with the phone, like this one, PlayStation 4 montage. This is a full HD video, by the way. There's a 4K resolution video. Its default player cannot play a 4K resolution video. As you can see, it can only play the audio. Has the same video in MX player, and let me show you its info. This video is of only a little less than 2 minutes, and look at its size. It's 1.2 gigabytes or GB. That's the real size of a 4K video file. Let's play it now. And as you can see, it cannot play it properly. Video viewing experience on this phone is very good, I must say. As you can see, its screen is very good in quality, and video looks very good on it. It cannot play this video because the MediaTek 6152 chipset isn't powerful enough to play a native 4K resolution video file. Just turn the Wi-Fi on and check its browser speed. Let's go to our website automatic.com. Let's open a image heavy page. It rendered it pretty fast, as you can see, and it also loaded the page pretty fast, and there's no lag or anything. Let's check the in-browser video. In-browser video also working without any lags or so. Now let's go to a full desktop site and check the pinch to zoom. So pinch to zoom is also working without any issues, all thanks to its 2 GB of RAM and MediaTek 6152 octa-core chipset, which is pretty powerful for stuff like web browsing. Here are the settings. It's got your usual settings, and it is a 4G phone, as you can see, LTE, WCDMA. That's 3G. Here's the display setting, in which you will find the mobile Bravia Engine 2 settings. If you use this feature, it will use a little more battery than usual. Also your Sony's own stamina and ultra stamina mode. This phone comes with a 2 days battery life, by the way, and its battery capacity is around 3000 mAh, 2930 mAh to be precise, which is big enough for this phone for 1 day use on moderate use. If you use it continuously, then Sony is saying that this phone would last you around 13 to 14 hours, but I would say around 8 to 10 hours on continuous heavy use. I can assure you that this phone won't last around not even close to 2 days, even if you use it moderately. If you want it to last around 2 days, you have to use it on stamina mode or ultra stamina mode, and keep your gaming and use of internet as low as possible. This phone does support USB OTG. Let me show you. As you can see, USB storage connected, and it also supports move to SD. As you can see, move to SD card. Its 13 megapixel front camera is definitely an upgrade over C4's and C3's 5 megapixel front camera with LED flash, but its screen size, the 6-inch display, is an merit and also a demerit in itself, because not everybody likes a screen this big or a phone this big. So even if they want a Sony phone with 13 megapixel front camera, but they don't want the 6-inch display, they might not buy this phone. And it's a merit because there are a lot of people that likes phone this big, and besides, because of its bezel-less design, it really doesn't feel that big than a phone with 5.5-inch display. So I must say, if you are a camera lover, if you take a lot of photos on your smartphones, then this phone must be a great buy for you. Its performance is also pretty decent in gaming because of its MediaTek 6752 chipset, but at Full HD resolution the game lags a little. So it is decent, but you can't expect high-end performance at this price from this phone. It's available for around 25,000 rupees in the market, which is, in my opinion, is a decent price for this phone. And that's it for this review video of Sony Xperia C5 Ultra, and I hope it helped you, and if it did, please like and subscribe to my channel Automatic, and thanks for watching.